Hello, it is so good to be with you for this, a collective worship. I have missed you all so much, and I thought, as today is a really special day, I would do a collective worship just for you. If you hear some strange noises in the background, well, that's just Rosie, my pup, and she doesn't like not being the centre of attention, so she might come in and chat to us every now and again, but I'm sure we'll manage. So, to begin with, the Lord be with you. I'm going to light a candle. Now, as we always have a candle lit in the hall when it's our collective worship. So, today is a really special day, as I said, and I don't know if you know what day it is, but I'm going to give you a clue. So just watch this. Okay, so what flag was that? Yeah, absolutely. It was the English flag, but it's also known as a flag of a particular saint. Now, do you know which saint? It's St. George, and today, the 23rd of April, is St. George's Day. And on this day, people in those countries where St. George is the patron saint celebrate and they remember him. So, what do we know about St. George? Well, for one thing, he wasn't English. He wasn't Welsh either, or Scottish or Irish. He came from Palestine, the same land that Jesus was born in. And we believe he was a Roman soldier. But of course, there are lots of stories that have grown up around St. George. It would seem that as a Roman soldier, he refused to bow down to the emperor of the time, Diocletian. And so, as a result, Diocletian had him beheaded. But he was telling people before he died not to worry, not to be afraid. And he fought for them. He fought for justice. And that's why some of these strange stories have grown up around St. George. One such story comes from Libya, and it's a story of this very brave man, George, and he went into a village one day, and the leader of the village came up to him, and he was so upset, and he said, "My daughter is going to be sacrificed to the dragon. Please, please, will you save her?" And George, being a very brave man, went on his own to face the dragon. And he walked past all the villagers, and all the villagers thought, what a hero, and they clapped him as he went past. We are doing that at the moment, aren't we, on Thursday evenings? We're clapping people for being heroes. And he went past them, and there was the dragon. And it was huge. Very similar to this dragon. And it was blowing flames. But George, he wasn't frightened. Well, maybe he was a little bit, but he prayed and he asked God to be with him. And then he got his sword out and his shield, and he went and he fought the dragon, and he killed it. And so that village, they didn't have to sacrifice any more of their young women to feed the dragon. And when he walked back into the village, everybody again clapped him and said, what a hero. He's put himself in danger just for us. and to save all these wonderful, all our young girls so they don't have to die. Now, I don't know, do you believe in dragons? I don't think I do, even though I'm Welsh. I think there might have been a Welsh dragon once. But that story was told to emphasize George's bravery and how he was willing to fight for others. He told them, don't be afraid, I'll go and sort it out for you. And there are lots of people now telling us not to be afraid. It's a very difficult time, isn't it? You're not in school. I'm here at home. I can't go down to church. I can't be in church. I can't come and see you. So I'm sitting here on my own. You are not being able to play with your friends. And it's a time when, yeah, we are afraid. But today, we celebrate St. George, a man who stood up to his fear, who fought for justice and fought for us all. So let's have a moment of quiet now as we think about St. George. He might not have fought a dragon, but he still died for what he believed in. He still died because he was a Christian. There are many people who have died for similar things, not just Christians. Sikhs have died, Hindus have died, Muslims have died for what they believe in. All the faiths have had people who were willing to sacrifice themselves for the good of others. And for that, we need to be thankful. What are you afraid of at the moment? Well, remember that you are a child of God, that you are loved, and that you are never alone. It has been so good to be with you this morning. I think we'll finish off with a song that I know that you love. God bless, and I hope to see you again soon.